Hope you had a wonderful week and welcome back to today's edition. Last week I told you guys a story about an eagle, and I promised that this week I would actually explain more about the story. And I hope you guys were able to listen to the story and learn and see things on your own. But today I'm going to take it step by step. Today we're dealing with the first step in knowing who you are. And in the story last week, we actually learned that the eagle was among chicken, and eventually it had to behave like a chicken and everything. But today, I want to start with this first point. In order to know who you are, you have to identify yourself. So that's the first step, identify yourself. I want you to say these words to yourself, identify yourself. Now, we are all in different places. We all grew up in different places. We all grew up in different homes, different people, different setups, different ways in doing things, different ways in eating, different ways in talking and everything. But one thing you have to know is identifying yourself. In that story yesterday, the eagle actually started identifying itself. At first, it couldn't identify itself because it was just mixed up among chickens, and it actually thought it was a chicken. But there was this point in time when it saw another eagle, then it knew that I don't belong here. But it started seeing the difference, but it did not take it for granted. He was looking at it like, maybe I'm just imagining, maybe I'm just saying things that are not real. He asked his mother, and his mother was like, he's lying, he should not do this, he should not do that because he's a chicken. Now, this relates to our life. There are many times we start identifying ourselves, but we tend to be afraid because other people before us actually didn't do what we want to do. There are times we want to take steps in life where we're like, my forefathers didn't do this, my grandfather didn't do this, my mother didn't do this. And we tend to use this term, it's a family tradition. So there are times we hold on to this particular things, family tradition, that makes us not identify ourselves. Just because that eagle was among chickens didn't mean that it was a chicken. I want to tell you, don't allow your environment to tell you who you are. Now, people only tell you who they think you are, or not who you really are. That chicken told that eagle he was a chicken because he was hatched among them. And she thought that he was a chicken, but inside him he was an eagle. Today I want you to identify who you are, identify yourself. That's the first step. In your office place, identify yourself, identify what you're good at, identify your potential, identify your gifts, identify your talents, identify what you have pleasure in doing. And in identifying yourself, don't identify yourself in your favor. Many times we identify ourselves in our favor. Since this is how my family is, okay, well, all of us were just the same. Since this is how I've met my people doing this, so all of us are just the same. No, it's very wrong. Identify yourself for who you really are. Yes, you might have grown up in a family where everybody has been losing, or everybody have not achieved a certain goal, and you're looking at it as if it's so impossible for you. But it's not that. That's not who you are. Identify your goals, identify what you want, identify who you are, then you'll be able to know who you are, and that's how you'll be able to have a vision. And that's how you'll be able to work with your vision. Many of us have actually blinded who we are just because of the things we have seen, because of people around us, and because of our atmosphere, and because of the places that we have grown up. Identify yourself, brothers and sisters. Identify yourself. Throughout this week, I want you to identify yourself. Start saying things you know you can do. Now, I want to tell you this thing. Now, you wouldn't want to do something that nobody has ever done, and you get a very good remarks. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Now, you grew up in a family where nobody actually went to university, and you come up and I'm like, Mom, I want to go to university. She'll be like, nobody has ever gone to university. Are you sure? We don't have the money. Will you be able to cope? Will you be able to do this? They will just have to say negative things that'll cry you down. It's high time you identify yourself. It's high time, look at yourself, look at your state of conscience, look at the eagle. The eagle actually started seeing that he was bigger than the chicken in size. But he was still afraid because he was looking at it like, I grew up among them for how many years now? How would I come and be an eagle when I've been eating worms for how many months, for how many weeks? Identify yourself. That chicken will not tell that eagle that he could fly. The chicken doesn't even know how to fly. So how will that chicken tell the eagle that he can fly? Identify yourself. So this is what I'll leave it this week. So please identify yourself, and next week I'll move it on to the next point. So make sure you don't miss next week. It's going to be powerful. Okay. So have a wonderful week, and I remember I promised you that actually you'll be able to follow me on the other social medias. And sorry, I'm actually working on it. So like, let's say by next Sunday it will be out, and you'll be able to follow me on any of the social medias. And but for now, you can, if you missed my previous videos, you can just write my name Pascal Cocker on Facebook. You can add me as a friend, and I will like accept, and then you can go on through my wall and you'll see the other videos, so you'll be able to watch and follow up. So thank you once more, and have a wonderful week. Until next week, bye.